I decided to sleep in a bit this morning because whenever I'm working, we wake up at like 5:30. So the weekends are my time to sleep in. As for what I do for work, I'm here living in Colorado for our Rocky Mountain Youth Corps internship, where I'm basically living in a campground during the week and working on trails, and then on my weekends I have off, and that's when I live in my Jeep. So I gotta get some of my camping stuff out because it got a little wet from the rain, so it needs to dry out so it smells a little better. Here's the view of the Jeep. You can see my solar panel on the roof right now and my towel that's drying. So I run this solar panel to my battery pack, which I got from Amazon. It's really small, you can see my hand. It's small, it has a household outlet, it has several ports, a USB Type-C port, and then I'm charging it through this, and it has quick charge for solar. So this solar panel right now is putting out almost 12 watts of power, and it's gonna charge that thing really nicely. I got it from Amazon. It was like $120, and so far it's been really helpful with charging my devices, and it works very well with solar panels, which I think is really cool. So for example, I'm charging the battery pack while I'm charging my phone and my batteries for my camera, and you can see it tells you I'm bringing in 11.7 watts and I'm taking out around 8 watts. So I'm netting about around 2 watts. I'm starting a new morning routine on the trail, living in my Jeep. So since living here and camping here full-time for work, I've been looking at finding a coffee shop alternative because it becomes pretty expensive if you want to go to a coffee shop every morning on the weekends, and obviously during the week there's no coffee shops because we're at the campground. So during the week I'm usually drinking tea, but I'm a coffee guy, so I've been looking for a coffee solution for the campground, and I've been following CS Coffee for quite a long time on my Rain Outfitters account. So they have compostable packaging, and it's an instant coffee with 100% premium instant Arabica coffee. So I'm really excited to make this part of my morning routine. So CS Coffee gave me a code. You can use code Sean Canoy, and you can get 10% off your order of coffee. So check out their website. You can use code Sean Canoy for 10% discount. I'll leave a link in the description for all that. So my water's boiling on the stove. I have my cup ready, got my CS Coffee. All you gotta do is open it, pour your coffee in. It looks beautiful, it smells amazing. And then this package is compostable. I'm gonna recycle it because I don't have a means of composting here right now. Back at school, I do have a compost bin, but this one I'm gonna recycle. So you don't really have to worry about waste too much. Then you just add your boiling water and you give it a stir, and then you try it. Let's give it a sip. Tastes like coffee, and that's what I was going for. You know, a lot of instant coffee, you drink it and then you afterwards you're like, did I really just drink coffee? Like, it doesn't even really feel like it. It's very strong. I'm probably gonna get some kind of creamer. I'm usually a soy or almond milk kind of person when it comes to coffee. So I'll get something like that, add it in there, but it really leaves you with the satisfying coffee taste because it's so strong. It's a good thing to have when you're camping, and it's perfect for a situation like mine. Cheers. So typically on a day like today, I will organize all my stuff, get all my dirty clothes into their proper dirty clothes bags, and then go to breakfast. But because I got my coffee solution, I don't really have a reason to go into town, and I also have some food in my food bin. So I went ahead and, while my camera batteries were charging, it's charged now, I made a wrap, and it was really good. So now I've been kind of organizing everything. So with that being said, I just charged my batteries. So let's just get into the charger battery situation that I have in my Jeep. All right, so I already talked a little bit about it, so I won't talk too much about it again. But this is my charger. I'll unplug it from the solar panel real fast. This is my charger from Amazon. It was like $120. It's really small, compact. It lasts a long time, and it charges your phone up several times. It has two 12-volt out ports. It has your input for your solar panel, which is really helpful and awesome. It has a household outlet, two USBs, and a USB Type-C. So you can basically charge all your devices, and it keeps it charged for a long time. I'll leave a link in the description, because this battery pack is way cheaper than the other battery packs. Like some of them are like $300, $400. This is $120, and it works really nicely. All right, so when I am camping, obviously bringing that battery pack is a little bulky to bring to camp. So for that reason, I have this charger, which is from Walmart. It was like $35. It has a solar panel on the top, which doesn't even it doesn't really charge the battery, but I guess it keeps it from dying faster, so it slows down, or it extends the battery life. But this is really handy. It keeps charged for a long time. It's like 20,000 milliamp hours, which is a big number. It has two USBs, a Type-C and a micro USB, and it shows like the percent on the little screen there. So it's definitely a good thing to have while camping. It's small, packable, and it charges my phone several times over, which is really helpful. So this thing, I was using it all week, and it had, I think it had 80%, and it's down to like 76. So really good battery life, and I highly recommend this. So that's basically all of my battery things, my charging solutions. So let's move on to an important thing for the Jeep, and that's sleeping solution. Okay, so here's a good look from the passenger side of the Jeep at the sleeping situation. So you can see the platform is right there and goes to the end of the Jeep. I typically sleep kind of diagonal. My feet go right here. It's a perfect fit. I'm about 5'10". If I was any taller, it would be a lot less comfortable. I probably wouldn't fit, because I'm like, my head's touching the back window, my feet are touching the front dash when I'm diagonal. But overall, it's pretty comfortable. It's a nice place to be. I love my Jeep anyway, so it's a good place to be. A little bit more about the sleeping situation. You can see on this window I have a curtain which blocks out the sun. I also have that on the back window and the side window. So at night I have all three windows blocked off. Sometimes I'll leave this window undone because I want to see the view. And then obviously my front windshield is covered, and then I leave my windows cracked so that I get some breeze in here. As for the bed itself, whenever it's warm enough, I can kind of sleep on top of the sleeping bag, but usually it gets pretty cold at night. So I sleep in the sleeping bag. It's a 50-degree sleeping bag, which is it's like perfect whenever you're in the Jeep because there's a little bit more protection. When I'm actually camping, I have a 15-degree sleeping bag, which is more ideal. But under this, I have a sheet. There's a layer of foam and a layer of carpet. So it's not the thickest thing. It's not the most cushy, comfortable thing. And at first it was really uncomfortable. But after, sleeping in a tent for 3 weeks now, this is pretty cozy, especially when I have a pillow like that. It's not too bad. and it makes me sleep straight, and it probably is good for my back, which is a plus. So under the sleeping platform on the passenger side here, you can see there is a bunch of storage underneath. I have everything I need, from my gym clothes to my tools to all of my shoes fit right there in a perfect little spot. This is what it looks like from the back. So again, I have storage underneath the platform. You can see that is my food and my cooking stuff. And I have storage next to the platform, which houses, I know it's really bad lighting, houses my cooler. So then when I'm not working, my backpack goes on this side and fills up basically that whole space. I have that's open. My solar panel goes on top of the bed, and then my clothes goes on this back rack, as well as my traction boards just in case. So I went over the sleeping and the storage situation kind of at the same time. So let's talk about the shower and the bathroom situation. For that, I got a membership to a gym here in Steamboat Springs called Old Town Hot Springs. It's pretty expensive, but it's a nice security to have a place to shower and a place to go to a nice bathroom. At the end of the work week, it's really nice to go there, take a warm shower. They already have soap in each stall, so you don't even have to get soap. Otherwise, you know, I'd be either wiping myself down with wipes, which is wasteful and doesn't really do the job, or I'd be going to like a truck stop, which they don't even have many truck stops around here in Steamboat. So let's talk about the laundry situation now. So for laundry, at the end of the work week, obviously I have a lot of dirty clothes. This week I had 2 bags full of clothes. And of course I don't have a dryer and washer in my Jeep, which would be really cool, but I don't. So I just go to a laundromat, and it's pretty nice. You know, it's a quiet, just strip mall kind of building, and I can sit there and I can edit my videos while my clothes are washing and drying. So it works out, and it's not too hard. The first few days, you know, it's like, those are the big questions. Like, where am I gonna shower? Where am I gonna go to the bathroom? Where am I gonna wash my clothes? So after you figure those things out, it relieves a lot of stress, and you can kind of focus on what you'd like to be doing. All right, let's talk about trash situation. So you can see here, I have a spare tire trash bag. It hooks onto the spare tire, and I have an actual trash bag in here. So I put all my trash in this trash bag, and I actually put my dirty clothes whenever I'm not going to the laundromat. I put those in here too, just to get, so the dirty clothes don't get in the Jeep. So a little bit more about the waste solutions. That is my recycling. That brown paper bag is perfect for recycling because it itself can be recycled, but I just kind of reuse it because it's nice to have. So I put all my plastics and papers in there. So finally, the driving situation is pretty straightforward. Whenever I'm in driving mode, everything just kind of goes on the bed. And I mean, I take all the stuff off the dash, and obviously I take the screen, the sunshade off. And it's just drive like a normal Jeep. With the extra weight on the back and everything, the Jeep feels pretty underpowered, but overall, it's just the same as driving the stock Jeep. That's what it is. For the other food meal situations, besides like breakfast, I'll either like make a quick can of soup or a Mountain House meal, or usually most of the time I just go to a restaurant, or I just buy food in Steamboat Springs because they have a lot of food options. Even though it's a little expensive, I'm here to have a good time as well as work, so might as well spend the money and get some good food. So that is about it for today's video. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm about to go to the laundromat, get my laundry done, probably edit this video at the same time. And I want to thank CS Coffee for sending this coffee. It's really exciting that I have a coffee solution for camp. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, or if you have any questions about other solutions that I have in the Jeep, comment down below, subscribe for the future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.